Hey guys, what's up? I'm finally in Munich in my small hotel room, and I thought, why not just making a small Q&A session, because I got a lot of questions that you sent me some time ago and I would really like to answer them right now. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to show you a small update from the room that I'm currently living in. As I said, it's a small hotel. And I have like a bed right here, small desk, all my stuff, small bathroom right there, and there's my closet with some clothes. As you probably saw, I got a lot of white t-shirts. I love white t-shirts, so never mind. So now let's answer some questions. So the first question is, how do you stay motivated and inspired design-wise? Also any top tips for recent design graduates. Okay, Emily, now how I stay motivated and inspired is pretty easy. The one thing is that I really read a lot. I read a lot of articles about design, about psychology, about any topic that's somehow related to design or to the specific project that I'm working on. So that can also be like a business related book or an economic related book or something like that. Like anything that helps me to understand the problem that is going on. And that problem can be an money related problem or business related problem, or for example, a design or user related problem. So one thing I really like to read a lot, books and articles. I have a lot of newsletters that I also read. So I will also make a dedicated video about newsletters, because I got a lot and I read a lot of newsletters and links. I have UX list newsletters and so on, and I'm going to make a specific video about that. Yeah, I read a lot of articles, books, but I also try to stay inspired by just doing things I like. I like to do projects I like. So this is also a great advice. Don't take on projects that you actually don't really like. Just take on projects and topics that you support, that are interesting to you, and don't do all the projects only because of the money, because you have 10 to 20 years or something ahead of you and you want to be great at what you are doing. You don't want to get a burnout, or you don't want to just be bored all day. So focus on things that you like, focus on projects that inspire you, that are also forcing you to go out of your comfort zone, to talk to people while doing usability tests or something like that. And as you said, you also want some tips for yourself because you are a recent design graduate, and I can only recommend you just doing design. Just go out, try to find projects or build your own product, build your own website, build a portfolio, build a product that's not there. So you can have a little niche in a market where you can build a great website, like I did it with SketchUp TV about 2 years ago. There weren't really many websites with SketchUp, freebies and so on. There were no sketch tutorials at all. And this was a huge thing for me, because I saw this little niche in a market and I could really take the chance and do the project. And you can also of course put this project in your own portfolio. So the next question is how to say no to clients if they want you to do something that's not under your area of specialization. Now of course that's also a very common thing. Clients want you to do things. Me, for example, I only do design projects. I don't develop anything. I don't do front-end stuff. I'm just not that good at these things, and I want to be perfect at what I can do, and this is design. And that means I want to hand over the designs to great and specialized developers, front-end devs and so on, who are doing an amazing job. If I should do it, I couldn't really keep my quality that high because I'm not good at all this development stuff. So sometimes I have or had to say no to clients who said, hey, can you also develop the project? Can you also develop a website or an app? And I said, no, I can only do the design for you. I can hand it over to developers. And of course, it would be cheaper for them if I would do all the stuff for myself, because I wouldn't have to explain all the stuff to developers. I wouldn't have to talk with them and schedule hours with them, which I would get paid for. So this is a point where I'm saying no to clients. I can't do all of that. I can do design, and I want to be the best at design. I want to be the best designer that you can really hire. But that also means saying no to things that I'm not that good at. I'm just explaining them the way that I'm doing it to you right now. So I say to them, you want the best design, you want the best app, then you need me as a designer, but not me as a developer. So I think that's a good approach to tell them, if you want a great product, then try to get specialists. Don't try to get someone who can do everything. Because I know there are also freelance designers out there who are doing everything. They are doing business cards, flyers, websites, apps, and maybe even the local network at some random company. And I think that's not good. I think you should really focus and specialize in a certain design area. The next question: what company would you like to work for as a designer and why? Assuming a genie came out of your light bulb and asking you for that. Okay, this is a very interesting question, and I prepared a little bit. Some months ago, Dan Petty, who is also a great designer and video maker and so on, made a little poll on Twitter. It's right here. You can't really see it. I'm putting it on the screen in a second. He really asked the people, the designers and his community out there, to say who they would like to work for if they could choose between one of the four. So there's Facebook, Twitter and Slack. And Slack obviously won, but only with 1% ahead of Google. Then he asked the same question again, and this time he gave us the options Apple, Tesla, Nike and Disney. And in the third one, he said Slack, Tesla, Airbnb and Google. And all of us could just take one option in which we would like to work, and we couldn't really tell why we want that. But I think this is a really interesting survey or poll, because it shows that the people want to work at great companies who have a small hierarchy. They don't have these huge power distances to the CEO or to the manager. And I think this is the reason why Slack and Google are really ahead of every other company there. And I also think the people are really technology focused, which means they would like to work at Tesla, but maybe not at Apple, because Apple also has these power distances to your next manager or the second next manager. Working at Disney, I don't know, don't really have an experience with that. But if I had the option to work at one of these companies, and they are, for example, in the city that I want to live in and so on, if everything's great, if the work environment is great and so on, then I would definitely say, for example, Google, Facebook or Slack. These are probably the three companies that are most attracting to me. I wouldn't like to work at, for example, Apple, because as I said, I don't like these power distances, these huge hierarchies. I like small hierarchies, small teams, and a personal atmosphere at work. And I'm happy with my work right now. I don't want to go anywhere else. But if I had the option, because of some random genie came on to me and asked me that question, I would go for these companies. Last question: are you secretly a potato? No, I'm not. I'm just a random dude telling you something about design, trying to share his experience, and you are listening to me two times a week or something. And I'm happy about that. I'm very, very happy to have you and the support of the community. I hope I can give you some advice right there with this video, and I'm really looking forward to the next few days here in Munich. I'm attending the Push conference tomorrow. It's starting at 10 a.m. Right now I'm going to a pub and watch a soccer football game, Barcelona versus Manchester City, if you're interested in that. And after that, I'm going to sleep. I'm super tired. Gonna cut the video that I record right now and really have to get some sleep to have some new power tomorrow and to be really fit and try to communicate on the conference. And of course, as I said, I'm going to make vlogs of these 2 or 3 days here in Munich. It's my first time here. I'm very excited. Haven't been on the Oktoberfest or something that you probably know about Germany. And really excited about these days. So stay tuned and thank you for listening to this episode.